this has gone wrong so many times. Edie's coming in, pressing my nose, waving buckets in my face, grabbing water, just being a pain in the butt. So go in the living room. I'm bribing them with sweets. I'm giving them Halloween, yes, Halloween lollipops to just stay in the living room so I can do this. My brain is shot, as you can probably tell from the face ruined, because I have not slept much this week at all. 38 weeks today, so 37 weeks in review, and it's been a rough one. Not only am I really conscious that I had Seth already at this point, and I'm like, okay, get out. The sleeping, oh my gosh, the sleeping. First of all, I had a night, was it 37 plus 2, I think. I was getting irregular contractions, like proper contractionary things, very, very mild ones, do not get me wrong. Like the start where you're like, ow, 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 that's a little bit uncomfortable, but you know, not, it really hurts. And I did think, I had this with Seth, and if I'd stomped up and down the stairs and I'd gone for a walk at 2 AM at this point, I think it was, I probably could have kick-started labour. It started around 11 o'clock, and by 2 I was like, do you know what, I could make this. Because it sort of, bearing in mind, it started at 11 o'clock with the discomfort and the Braxton Hicks and the period-like cramps and everything, and grumbly and not right, and I was up and down and peeing and pacing and all of that stuff. And then by about 2 AM, I was like, I could probably kick this off. But then I did think, with my labours, it would have taken me about an hour, and about 3 AM, if I'd managed to kick it off by stomping up and down the stairs or walking the estate with a flashlight looking a bit dodgy with my tiny dog or something, I would then have had to have rung my mum at like between 3 and 4 in the morning. And I thought, I can't do that. I can't do that to her. She'd come, bless her, she really would. She'd be there with bells on, but I didn't want to have to do that. So I was thinking, well, I had this the night before I went into labour with Seth. And I laid down and I went to sleep, and the labour's pains came back the next day when I got up and I was moving around, and it kicked off, and then he was born. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to rest rather than exhaust myself. And I'm tired anyway because the kid, Edith, doesn't sleep well. So I'll just go to bed. I've regretted that since. Now I'm like, stuff my mother. No, I'm kidding. I'd never say that because I love my mum. I'm very, very lucky that I have actually got like an amazing mum, and I know a lot of people don't. I really do have the best mummy and daddy person in the world. And so I didn't want to be cruel to them. And so I don't really regret it, but I kind of do at the same time in a really selfish sort of way, because it's just been uncomfortable since. No contractions. Like, no contractions, but backache that would fell a lion. It's horrible. It's so horrible. I could not sleep last night. So although I was up until 3 AM that night, then the next 2 nights Edith was in with us because she's got a congestion, cough, cold thingy again. This is Edith. She's always sick. Every virus going in a 20-mile radius, and that kid's going to pick up, which the other two have never done. They've had less colds in their entire life than Edith has managed in this year alone. So she's been in bed with us, so then of course there isn't space and I can't get comfortable, and she wakes up and she coughs and she needs cuddles, and so I've been getting like an hour to 2 hours sleep a night on nights I've slept. Last night I did not get sleep. I went up to bed in the morning to have a small doze before having to get up to get everything ready to take Molly to the vets because she's been spayed today. I was downstairs until 5:30. My back was really, really, really stupid painful. Nothing's comfortable. It's aching like a mofo today. It really is. I've got wheat bag down my pants. American type pants, not my knickers, England. I've changed it so I say pants when I mean trousers now sometimes. You people have broken me, I've got to say, the ones that I watch. So yeah, that's been fun. And I just, my brain's fried because I've had 5-6 hours in the last week of sleep. Maybe a little bit more. I can't imagine I would have even reached 8 hours of sleep within the last week. And that takes its toll on you. Clearly, it's taken a toll on me. I need to trim my fringe. I might go upstairs and try and do that. But then I keep thinking, you're very tired, Lisa. Is this your smartest move? And I'm like, do you know what? I don't get. This is annoying me. It needs to go. But yeah, backaches, period, like cramping, Braxton Hicks, going going back and forth to the toilet a lot some days. Sorry for the grossness, but you know, it is what it is. I am able to sort of pump a little bit of colostrum. I didn't pump yesterday because I just didn't get around to it. I'm going to pump a bit later today. But where I did not sleep at all last night, I'm just like this. Also, I'm a bit wary. I don't really want to go into labour today because, as I said, I've taken Molly to get her spayed. And I've got to pick her up between 4 and 6, I said. So I'm assuming around 5 o'clock, and I'll collect Darren from work. And so if I go into labour between now and then, I won't be able to pick her up. And she is my baby, and I do not... the idea of not being able to be there when I pick her up so she doesn't see me when she's going through something really scary, is just, no, it's not an option. I have to be there for my baby because she's my little fur baby, and yeah, she loves Darren, but it's not the same. So I would hate to go into labour right now. So I'm not really doing anything to actively encourage it. Though I was joking, my OPs were down yesterday. We had our big midwife meeting with the supervising midwife about how it's all going to go, and I'll explain that next in a different video. So if you're interested, you can watch that. If you're not, you can turn off. And we did say that they got stuck in traffic, so it took them 6 hours to come down here, and that I'd probably give birth on Saturday, but I'm going to put that in the other video. So yeah, all in all, that's it. Just a lot of backache, a lot of cramps, a lot of discomfort. My crutch feels off. A lot of pressure in my nether regions, especially my butt. I feel like I could push, but I'm not in labour. It's so weird. And I feel a bit swollen in the lady region. A lot of lightning crutch, a lot of that in certain positions where I think it's when he's engaged, but he's up and down, up and down, up and down. You can tell from my bump, I'm doing daily bump shots on my Instagram, and you can see the days where I think he's dive bombed my pelvis and days where he hasn't. So yeah, there's that. But I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I will stick some of the bump shots from the previous week at the end of this. And I will hopefully see you soon. I'm really hoping I don't get to do a 38-week pregnancy vlog so much as a labour story, but knowing my luck, I will see you at 41 weeks when I'm really, really grumpy. So yeah, take care people, bye.